Well, hello there, everybody. My name's Sue Crooks, and I am the passionate founder of LoveBiz Networking, where we have been supporting women in business by connecting them and giving them lots of support over the last 10 plus years. And this year was a special awards evening for us where we had 10 winners of our wonderful awards. And I am absolutely honoured today to have the winner of the Business to Business Impact Award, Gayle Edwards. Hello there, Gayle. How are you today?
Hello, Sue. I am lovely. I'm enjoying the lovely weather.
I know, aren't we lucky? If we play this back in winter, no one will know what we're on about, will they? But it's gorgeous today, and we're all in our summer wear, so enjoying the sunshine when we can. So, Gayle, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Just relax into this. We'll just chat as if we are having a cup of coffee, like we do at the Ivy sometimes, which I'm looking forward to see you very soon. But Gayle, please share with our audience what you do, what your expertise is, and also how you've got to where you are today. Thank you.
Okay, where to begin? So I am a copywriter. I mainly now focus on digital copy, so website wording and blogging and content that helps your online business get found better. But how did it all come about? Well, it was a bit of a wonky journey. I was at university studying English, and I had this grand dream of going on to work in publishing or work with words in some way. But I never had any careers guidance, so I took a slight detour to a temporary job at a bank, which I was in for 14 years.
And it was a small detour,
but I loved it. I think actually it was one of the best educations for writing for audiences, because if I'd gone into any other business, where would I have dealt with this call center experience of thousands of different questions at once, how to speak to customers, how to speak to managers. I wrote training documents, all sorts of things, customer communication. So I actually did more writing there than I think I would have done if I'd gone into publishing or anything else. And I ended up in fraud strategy and working in fraud. Fascinating. Working out how to talk to people. But we all got made redundant, 4,000 of us, so it wasn't just me. And I had a choice to make, and I had young children, and going to work somewhere a long way away and stay in banking wasn't really an option. And a friend actually helped show me that I could be freelance. And then I started looking for work, really, and started trying to find out how to become a writer.
And when was this? What year was this, Gayle?
Let's see. So I got married in 2012. So I got made redundant just before my wedding. And that was right. That was planned. And yeah, so I think I got my first proper, my first proper writing work from 2013. So I'm coming up to my 10-year anniversary, which is brilliant. Going to be a very quiet party. And yeah, that was it really.
That's fantastic. So what do you really love about what you do? What areas? Because I know, because I've known you for a number of years now, but the audience doesn't. So where can you help us, and what areas of expertise do you cover?
Do you know, when I first started, I said, I can write anything, I will do anything. And gradually, I obviously started whittling it down to the people that I really enjoy working with. And that is small businesses who really need the help understanding how to get started and how to get their websites online and how to cut out waffle. And everyone says, I can write for myself. But what they're really doing is writing about themselves. And that's not what we want our websites to do. We want our websites to talk to customers. So I enjoy helping people understand how to phrase things and how to really explain what they do. And a lot of the smaller businesses I work with, they're very busy trying to be everything and do everything and tell you everything. And quite a lot of the time you have to pull them back and go, but what you're trying to explain to me is what you love doing or what you really enjoy doing. So I help them find out really where they want to go and help them explain that to their customers. Really, I'm nosy, and I get to be nosy every day. It's great.
I love that. I'm nosy too, but I don't do it with I do a little bit with my work, but anyway, that's brilliant. So more so the websites and things like that and blogs.
Websites, blogs, online content. I try not to dip too much into social media because I think a lot of that needs to come from the person and the on the spot, what's happening today, not what you told me 3 weeks ago and now I need to write up. So yeah, planning.
Social media changes so often as well, what we should be doing and how we should be doing it. So you're absolutely right. And it's more getting so busy. We need to be back out there, don't we? Being us and sharing details about us. Yeah, totally agree. So right. You've done business insights for us a few times over the years and shared some tips with us. And you've already just given one tip away for us, but there's one particular tip about how we read things that I think of you, Gayle, every time I write an email or some content. I always do this. What's that tip? And I'm putting you on the spot.
I know, but I know the one you mean. You love it when I tell you to read backwards.
Yes, I do.
But this is because so many of us, we write our blogs. And it's an absolute fact that the moment you hit publish is when you will see the mistake. It's true for everyone. No matter how professional copywriter you are, you can check it 16 times, you press publish and you'll see a mistake. But if you want to avoid it as much as you can, when we start proofreading and looking at our work, we know what we wanted to say. So that's what we see, whether that's what we've written or not. So the best thing to do is start at the bottom and work up paragraph by paragraph, reading it backwards. And that way you're disjointing what you expect to see out of your head and you'll see what's actually there.
That is just the best tip. So everybody watching this, think of Gayle's tip. And when you read things, think of Gayle, because that's what I do. So that's just fabulous. So you've been in business now then for a number of years, ready for a big party celebration. So that's fantastic. So well done you, and you're a big part of LoveBiz, and I love seeing you at events and on Zoom and in person. It's super. So this year, Gayle, you were nominated again for an award and you won it. So well done you for the Business to Business Impact Award. So I know what, there's clients out there, especially in LoveBiz land, that you're supporting, and that's why you got nominated so many times. How did you feel to be nominated, firstly, and to actually win it?
Well, to be nominated, I was very pleased to be nominated, but also a bit like, wow, I've been nominated before. I never win things. I don't win raffles. I don't win awards. I don't win anything. So it's lovely to be recognised. I want to leave it there. And I won't get my hopes up and I won't get excited. Yeah. And then on the actual night, I did not expect to win because the other two ladies are fantastic. And I am, being a writer, I'm very in the background because I'm writing about other people, not myself. And I don't generally talk about myself or promote myself. So I always expect the bigger, louder, more outgoing personalities to win things. And there are some fantastic ladies there who are so visible. So to actually to win was a bit of a shock, which you might have seen on my face.
I did. And it's, as the host and the person who sort of is hidden behind the scenes of the LoveBiz Awards, and who's won from when we've done all the interviews with you, it's so hard. And I know when I stand up in front of the audience who's won in the room, and I knew you'd be shocked, but you should know that you do wonderful things, and we've just said that before we came on air. You are just fabulous to support people, and you deserve to win. Sometimes in the world of awards, it's not your year to win, and sometimes it is your year to win. And I think most of our winners this year were quite shocked, and some of them have been finalists before, but as I say, sometimes it's just not your year. But there's always hope. So anybody out there, if you've been nominated, you don't win an award, don't worry too much. Next year could be your year. And Gayle's proved that. So do you think we should be nominating more people for awards and things?
I do. I think that even if you're skeptical about awards in any way, to actually receive a nomination just gives you a boost. And if you're having a bad day and you get that email pop in saying you've been nominated, just 5 minutes of happiness before you go back to whatever it is you were slogging over. Why not make people happy? And if someone's
Absolutely.
it's we're very quick to go onto all these websites and leave bad reviews, but a nomination is a good review, and it's a personal and amazingly good review, isn't it? Because it comes direct to you. So I think what's better than giving someone a good review and making them feel that they've done a good job?
Absolutely. And I have great pleasure when I send that email because we always send one or two of the nomination details. We don't say who it's from because they're all anonymous, but we do say why. And I go goosebumpy, but also in a really happy, smiley way. And I know it absolutely makes people's days when they get that email. And even if they don't even become a finalist, it still makes their day to understand and read the words what someone has just so graciously written about them. It's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Someone has recognised you and appreciated what you've done for them. That's amazing, isn't it? To know that you've actually made a difference in some way.
Yeah. And you certainly did, as I say, because you've won the Business to Business Impact Award. So, as I say, well done this year. So, Gayle, you've been a member for a number of years. So what made you join LoveBiz, and, what do you get out of being a member?
Do you know, I actually looked this up the other day, and I joined around September 2016. So 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
Wow. I actually came along because another fabulous business lady invited me along, and I was going to have a one-to-one with her afterwards. And I remember walking into the room, and there were some stalls up. This was in Sutton.
I know the place. Yeah, I remember it.
There were stalls up, and there were people wandering around everywhere. And I walked in the room going, oh, I don't know what to do. And immediately, it was probably you, but someone came over and spoke to me and introduced me and took me over to look around the stalls. And a lady at the stall talked to me for ages, and I just felt welcomed. And that's amazing, isn't it? To actually walk into a place. I've gone to different other groups.
Yeah,
and you walk in and everyone's in their little sets, and you just sort of feel, I'll just stand here quietly till I'm noticed. But LoveBiz isn't like that. You walk in and you're immediately taken off to meet people.
Absolutely. And that's really important for us. I had a lady last week who emailed me and said she doesn't know anyone there and she was really nervous. And I said, don't worry. I said, because we will make sure when you arrive that we put you with other people, introduce you. And we always, with the people who haven't been before, we always put people who will bring them into the conversation and make them feel welcome, because it is hard sometimes. We have hosts like myself and then ambassadors, and I sometimes, like last week, had a queue of new faces coming in, so it was quite hard to get everyone sorted so they're not waiting too long at the door. But we do always try. You don't just walk in, do you, to a room full of people and think, holy moly, where do I go? Oh God, I think I might just walk back out. So we do try and always welcome and connect you there and then with people. So that's really good. So 6 years, Gayle, 6 years.
But
you've met quite a few members over that time, haven't you? I
have met a lot of people, and I think because I work for myself and I work from home and I don't go out very much, that sounds sad and lonely, doesn't it?
But that's a bit like me.
I no longer have those water cooler 10-minute chats before you go back to your desk because there's no one to chat to apart from the dogs. But going out to LoveBiz is partly my social life as much as my business networking. And I've met some fantastic people who are now really close friends. But definitely,
would you like to mention a member
if I had to mention someone, I'd be scared not to mention Ruth Redgate from Honeypot Cottage, because I will be beaten severely if I don't. She is a fantastic member for everybody. She promotes my business, but she promotes everyone else's business. I call her my PA because she remembers who everyone is and what they do. And if I say, oh, who is the person who said this, she knows who they are and immediately connects us. Fantastic memory for people. But she promotes my business amazingly, so she's done wonderful things. But so have so many of the others. Tina Hart Prieto, Capture 24. She does all my photography now.
Oh, she's fantastic. Tina is. She did the awards photography this year, and it was amazing. And she's just fantastic. Getting a more natural photo as well. So she's. I'm sure we'll have a few more projects coming up with Tina. She's super. Anyone else while we're talking? I'm sure there might be one or two. You might not be. Sorry?
So Colette Bratton is a member. Yeah, she works locally. So she's someone who I can meet up and just chat with. And because we're in similar businesses, because she's in marketing, we can sit and go, oh, what would you do about this when we need to, and pass work over. But the friendships that we've made means that they help each other, or we help each other out of side of work as well. So my daughter is interested in going into marketing. Colette spent 20 minutes sitting in a cafe and talking to her about the course.
That is amazing.
Help each other.
And you know what? That's brought me to think about something, actually. And I did bring this up on Tuesday when we were in Bristol. We don't lock out. We don't have a one-seat policy in LoveBiz, because I think it's really important that we can talk to people in our business sector. Also, sometimes we are fully booked, or sometimes we don't specialize in something that someone else is needing from us. And I think it's really good to be able to speak to other people. You've hit on marketing. So in marketing, and actually work together. Yeah. So I said competition shouldn't be a word in LoveBiz. You should be collaborating, connecting. You shouldn't be competing. And it does work really well. Colette has come and spoke at a number of events about marketing, top tips for marketing. And I think that's super, that we can bring those people in as well, even if other marketeers are there, and work together, because it's, it's like Miss World, this is, isn't it? There's love to be had, and being competitors takes far more energy from you than actually working togetber.
Well, I know here I work with a number of different copywriters. We've teamed up on projects. Sometimes what people come to me and I go, I'm not going to suit you, but this person will. So why not have people we can refer? Because the customer will still remember that you were helpful and refer you to the other people you will suit. I was going to tell you something and it's completely gone out of my head then. No, that's gone. Oh, I tell you, don't worry. One of the things I find at networking, when you've got 2 or 3 lawyers particularly in a room and they stand up and go, I'm another lawyer. I'm like, no, you're not. Tell us what you do, because it's different. And people are very dismissive of their own industry. So one of the services I offered for a while, and I still offer to some people, is I write their 30 and 60 seconds. Because don't stand up and say, I'm a lawyer. Stand up and say, I did this the other day and I helped these people. And it's, every lawyer is different. And we work with the people that we enjoy working with. And it's the same with copywriters or anything.
Absolutely.
Definitely don't lock out the rooms.
Absolutely. We get it. There's a couple of events where we do have the same businesses, but they're totally different personalities, and they should just stand up and be proud. We try and ban the words only and just as well in LoveBiz. I had a lot of those the other day, and I did have to say something, because you are not only a or just a. You should be really confident and proud.
One of mine, someone stood up the other day and I'm going to have a word and write them a 60 seconds. We don't stand up and go, I'm an accountant and I'm boring. No, you're not, because this is something we all need for our businesses. So tell us what you do.
Absolutely. And I would say I'm an accountant. I'm not, by the way, everyone, but I love numbers and making you get better profits.
Exactly.
You could really, and I do say that I'm an analytics geek, and I'm proud of that. Gayle, we're coming to an end. I could chat to you all day. So I'm going to ask you 2 more things. And first thing is, what's next for Gayle Edwards?
Well, I really want to focus more on the blogging for a while, which I know is not really new, but I do want to focus on working with, I'm upscaling to slightly larger businesses who want to pass their blogging over. So providing more of a just send it to me and it's done service, rather than getting involved too deeply, because it'll probably give me more time to do more writing. And also, obviously, I have to mention Blog and Brunch, which is my writing group.
I was going to say to do that. Yeah, absolutely. Go on, do the plug.
My writing group for small business owners, where we get together in a room and we share ideas, and it's DIY your own content, but with a writing group supporting you behind you. But I'm going to give it a bit of a revamp, I think. It's great we still have a lot of regular members and we write a lot of content, but I feel that I need to do something more to help people come up with those ideas when they're not with me, and to give them more of a kick up the bottom to get those words done outside.
We all need those.
So I'm thinking of ideas of how I can make it even more of a service.
That's excellent. And that's good to do in business. If you just keep plodding on and thinking you're doing well, it's really important that we should be looking at where our business is coming from and if we need to adapt it. So well done you. And finally, Gayle, people are going to be watching this and thinking, how the heck do I contact Gayle Edwards? Would you like to share with them?
Oh, you can either email me at Gayle, Gayle, at gecopywriter.com, or you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. I am everywhere and always ready to chat.
That's lovely. And we'll pop the contact details in with this video wherever we are in the land of social media or online. Gayle, I have to say, well done again. Congratulations. And always lovely to see you. So thank you for your time today. Take care and have a super day.
Bye-bye.